See, we are in asset accounting. So we had to create the asset class assets under construction. At that time, my internet was disconnected. See, assets under construction. We have to create one asset class assets under construction. OA. Click on new entries. Asset class is equal to 3366 AUC. Asset class is equal to 3366 AUC. Assets under construction. Assets under construction. Account determination is 40,000. Screen level tool 4,000. Number range 06. And don't select include asset for assets under construction because this class does not contain any completed assets. Then select line item display. We have to select, not line item display, line item settlement. So we have to select line item settlement for the assets under construction class. Click on save. So what is the impact of selecting line item settlement? See, for example, we have already 50 assets and we have started constructing 51st asset. Then you maintain one master record, assets under construction. See, you maintain one master record, building number 51st under construction. Then with this building, you have incurred some expenses like materials, say $4 lakh, labor $3 lakh, two other expenses $1 lakh. Let us assume the building construction has been completed. Now the cost of the building is $8 lakh. Now the construction has been completed. Now you have started using this building number 51. So this building number 51 under construction has to be transferred to building number 51. Means this building number 51 under construction, which is there in the asset class assets under construction, has to be transferred to buildings class, which includes all the completed buildings. So for that, we post one journal entry. Like building number 51 account debtor $8 lakh to building number 51 under construction $8 lakh. So with the help of this journal entry, we can transfer the cost of the building number 51 under construction to the building number 51. From now onwards, the system calculates depreciation on this building. So here the cost of this asset under construction is transferred to completed asset with the help of the journal entry. So in this journal entry, these are called line items. That's why this is called line item settlement. And one more advantage of this line item settlement is, one more feature, not advantage, one more feature of this line item settlement is we can transfer the cost of one asset to multiple assets. Means what? For example, this building number 51, we have constructed two floors, ground floor and first floor. So this ground floor is used as a guest house by the administration department people, and the first floor is used as a guest house by the factory department people. In that case, on some ad hoc basis or on some percentage base, the cost of the first ground floor is settled to administration buildings class, and the cost of the first floor can be transferred to factory buildings class. So that is quite possible with the help of the line item settlement. If anybody wants, they can write it down. I will wait for 2 minutes. They can write it down. I hope it's over for everybody. Now, see the next step, creation of GL accounts. So in asset accounting, we have to create some number of GL accounts. So how do we decide how many number of GL accounts you have to create? I will explain. Let us see how to decide how many number of GL accounts you have to create in asset accounting. For example, this is the balance sheet. And this is liability side. And this is asset side. On the asset side, how do we classify your fixed assets? Like this. Land, some amount. Buildings, some amount. Plant and machinery, some amount. Then furniture, some amount. Vehicles, some amount. Assets under construction, some amount. Some amount means what? For example, you have the 25 lands. Then we display the total value of all the 25 lands against the heading land. And you have the 50 buildings. We display the total value of all the 50 buildings against the heading buildings. You have the 75 plant and machineries, and the value of all the 75 plant and machineries is to be displayed against the plant and machinery heading. Means we have to display the total value of all the individual assets of an asset class against the heading of that asset class name. So in order to display total values, we use reconciliation account functionality in SAP. In order to display the total value of sundry creditors, we have created sundry creditors account as a reconciliation account. In order to display the total value of sundry debtors, we created the sundry debtors account as reconciliation account. Similarly, in asset accounting, for each asset class, we have to maintain one GL account as a reconciliation account. It's a rule, you can take it granted. So, create reconciliation account for each asset class. Create reconciliation account for each asset class. If anybody wants, they can write it down. So we have the 6 asset classes. So first we have to create 6 GL accounts. If you have 50 asset class in your client company, we have to create 50 GL accounts. I hope it's over. So I'm creating 6 GL accounts now. So all these are fixed assets, right? And these GL accounts are to be created under the fixed assets account group. See, we have an account group, fixed assets. So under that fixed assets account group, you have to create these GL accounts. I'm starting with 2 lakhs. Transaction code FS00. GL account is equal to 2 lakhs. Company code 3366. Go to menu GL account create. You know how to create the GL account. That's why I have given only the important fields. Account group is fixed assets. Select balanced account. Select balanced account. Short text and long text is equal to land account. Go to control data tab. Account currency USD. And we should not select only balances in local currency for reconciliation accounts. Then reconciliation account for account type assets. Reconciliation account for account type assets. Select to line item display. Sort key 018 asset number. Sort key 018 asset number. See, means suppose you have 25 lands. So in the line item display of land account, all the 25 lands are displayed according to asset number so that we can know what is the acquisition value of every individual land. So for the reconciliation accounts of assets, we have to maintain the sort key 018. Go to create bank interest tab, field status group G067. Always for reconciliation accounts, it is G067. Click on save. Now we have to create buildings account. You can take 2 lakh 1, but just like that I'm taking 2 lakh 5. GL account is 2 lakhs 5. Company code 3366. Now we can create the buildings account by taking the land account as template. It is in that case, it is enough if you change only short text and long text. Other fields are same for the buildings accounts also. So click on with the template. GL account is 2 lakhs. Company code 3366. Click on enter. See, it is enough if you change the short text and long text. All the other fields are automatically defaulted from the template account, right? So short text and long text is equal to buildings account. Click on save. Now we have to create plant and machinery. GL account is equal to 2,10,000. Company code 3366. Click on with template. GL account is 2 lakhs. Company code 3366. Click on enter. Short text and long text is equal to plant and machinery account. Click on save. Now let us create furniture account. GL account is 2,15,000. Company code 3366. Click on with the template. GL account is 2 lakhs. Company code 3366. Click on enter. Short text and long text is equal to furniture account. Click on save. Now we have to create vehicles account. GL account is equal to 2,20,000. Company code 3366. Click on with template. GL account is 2 lakhs. Company code 3366. Click on enter. Short text and long text is equal to vehicles account. Click on save. GL account is equal to 2,25,000. Company code 3366. Click on with template. GL account is 2 lakhs. Company code 3366. Click on enter. Short text and long text is equal to capital work in progress. So from the balance sheet terminology, assets under construction is called capital work in progress. So you can, otherwise you can create assets under construction account also. Click on save. So we have created 6 GL accounts, right? If you have 50 asset classes, you have to create 50 GL accounts. It is mandatory. In our training class, we have 6 asset classes. So I have created 6 GL accounts. See, capital work in progress. Now, again, here out of 6 asset classes, we don't calculate depreciation on land and we don't calculate assets under construction. Okay, then we do calculate and we have to calculate depreciation on buildings, plant and machinery, furniture, vehicles. Tafiq, can you please mute yourself? Yeah. Now, so out of 6 asset classes, we have to calculate depreciation on buildings, plant and machinery, furniture, vehicles. Now, you have 25 buildings. The system calculates depreciation on all the 25 buildings. Then, how that depreciation is displayed in the balance sheet? It is displayed on the liability side like accumulated depreciation on buildings. Some amount. Means the system calculates depreciation on all the 25 buildings, for example, and we have to display the total amount of depreciation provided on all the 25 buildings against the heading accumulated depreciation on buildings. Now you have the 50 plant and machineries. System calculates depreciation on all the 50 plant and machineries. Then on the liability side, we have to display the total value of depreciation calculated on the 50 plant and machineries. Then we have to display like this: accumulated depreciation on plant and machinery, some amount. Then accumulated depreciation on furniture, some amount. Then if you have the 100 vehicles, System calculates depreciation on all the 100 vehicles depreciation. Then we have to display the total value of accumulated depreciation on all the 100 vehicles against the heading accumulated depreciation on vehicles. So what is the principle again here? We have to maintain accumulated depreciation account as reconciliation account for each asset class on which depreciation is calculated. Again, it's a rule. That is how you decide how many number of asset classes you create. Create accumulated depreciation account as a reconciliation account for each asset class on which depreciation is calculated. Whoever wants to write, they can write it down. I hope it's over. So out of 6 asset classes, we calculate depreciation only on 4 asset classes. Then we have to create 4 accumulated depreciation accounts. We have an account group accumulated depreciation. The defined number range is 1,200,000 to 1,299,000. So I have started taking from 1,200,000. GL account is equal to 100,200. Company code 3366. Here also we can use land account as template. In that case, we have to change the account group and short text and long text. That's enough. So click on with the template. GL account is equal to 2 lakhs. Company code 3366. Click on enter. See, you have to change the account group accumulated depreciation, right? So account group is accumulated depreciation and it's a balanced account. So you have to change the short text and long text. Otherwise, you can create in the normal way. So accumulated depreciation on buildings account. GL account long text is also accumulated depreciation on buildings account. And let us check the other fields. See here, account currency USD. It is also the reconciliation account for account type assets. And line item display was selected and sort key 018. Means you have the 25 buildings as I said. So the line items in this GL account are displayed according to asset number so that the user can find out what is the depreciation on the individual buildings. Clear? One second. Yes. So sort key also will be 018. Now field status group G067. That's why I have taken land account as template. Click on save. Now we have to create.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, each asset class we have to create as one reconciliation account, and again each accumulated depreciation account we have to create as a one reconciliation account, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Srinivas.
Okay, sir.
Let us create accumulated depreciation on buildings. Sorry, plant. 1,02,005. Company code 3366. Click on with template. Now, if you take land account as template, you have to change the account group. But if you take 1,02,000 as template, you need not change the account group. So from now onwards, I am going to take 1,02,000 as template. GL account is 1,02,000. Company code 3366. Click on enter. See, accumulated depreciation account group is automatically defaulted here from the template account. So short text and long text is equal to accumulated depreciation on plant account. Click on save. Now let us create accumulated depreciation on furniture. GL account is 1,02,110. Company code 3366. Click on with the template. GL account is 1,02,000. Company code 3366. Click on enter. Short text and long text is equal to accumulated depreciation on furniture account. GL account long text is also accumulated depreciation on furniture account. Click on save. Let us create accumulated depreciation on vehicles. GL account 1,02,115. Company code 3366. Click on with the template. GL account 1,02,000. Company code 3366. Click on enter. Short text and long text is equal to accumulated depreciation on vehicles. Click on save. So we have created 10 GL accounts till now. Now we have to create sale of asset account. Why? Here in the normal accounting, when we purchase the asset, the respective asset is debited, and when we sell any asset, the respective asset is credited. Okay. Now in SAP also the same thing happens. When you sell any asset, the respective asset is credited. During the lifetime of the company, they may sell any asset. But at this point of time, we are doing the configuration. In the future, we don't know which asset we are going to purchase, which asset we are going to sell. So in that case, what is the asset number to be created? We don't know. That's why what we do is, we create one temporary account with the name sale of asset. Temporary account. So at the time of configuration, we assign this GL account sale of asset in the automatic account determination. As a result, when the asset is sold, system automatically transfers the sale value to the sale of asset account. From there, it automatically transfers the sale value to the respective asset number. So accounting effect is same. But here we are using sale of asset account as a bridge to fill up the accounting gap. This type of GL accounts are called clearing accounts. Right? Put heading in the notes, clearing accounts. Clearing accounts. These are the temporary accounts. Created for accounting convenience. These are the temporary accounts created for accounting convenience. Example, Sale of asset account. GRIR clearing account. GRIR clearing account. Bank clearing accounts. Bank clearing accounts, etc. Bank clearing accounts, etc. So GRIR clearing account is used in the case of integration. What is that? We will discuss later on. In the case of sale of asset, the balance is always zero. In the case of sale of asset, the balance is always zero. So why the balance in the sale of asset account is always zero, I will show you at the time of posting the sale of asset. For the time being, we have to create the sale of asset account. So the sale of asset account I am taking as part of other incomes. We have an account group, other incomes, and the defined number range is 3,100,000 to 3,199,000. So I am taking 3,100,000. GL account is 3,100,000. Company code 3366. Go to menu Here we cannot use any GL account as template because the fields to be selected for this GL account is entirely different. So we create it in the normal way. Means go to menu GL account, create. Account group is other incomes. Select P&L statement account. Short text is equal to sale of asset account. Short text is equal to sale of asset account. GL account long text is also sale of asset account. Go to control data tab. Account currency USD. Select only balances in local currency. Select to line item display. Sort key 018 again. Means suppose for example 018 means asset number. For example, in a year you have sold 5 assets. Then the sales revenue of all the 5 assets are posted to the same account. So if you display the line items in this GL account, the user should know and the user wants to know what is the sale value of individual asset. That's why again for this account also I am taking 018. Clear? Sort key 018. Go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G052. G052 means fixed asset retirement accounts. See here G052 accounts for fixed asset retirement. If you want, you can write in the brackets G052 within brackets accounts for fixed asset retirement. Accounts for fixed asset retirement. Now, when you sell, click on save. When you sell the asset, you may get the profit or you may get the loss. In that case, the profit on sale of asset is to be transferred to profit on sale of GL account. And if you get the loss on the sale of asset, that has to be transferred to loss on sale of asset. So we have to create 2 GL accounts. Here, whether you sell land, buildings, plant and machinery or any asset you sell, if you get the profit, that is enough if it is to be transferred to profit on sale of asset. It's not necessary to transfer or it's not necessary to display profit on sale of land separately, profit on sale of building separately, profit on sale of plant and machinery separately. Whatever the asset you sell, If you get the profit, it is enough if that is to be transferred to profit on sale of asset. So only one GL account is enough for all the asset classes. Suppose if the requirement is to display, example only, if the requirement is to display profit on sale of land separately, profit on sale of building separately, profit on sale of plant and machinery separately, and so on, in that case, it is necessary to create one profit on sale of asset account for each asset class. Clear? So that's how always you have to look into the balance sheet display requirements. Then accordingly, we have to create that many number of GL accounts. Similar is the case in the case of sale of asset. It's not necessary to display, similar is the case in the case of loss on sale of assets. It's not necessary to display loss on sale of land separately, loss on sale of building separately, loss on sale of plant and machinery separate, and so on. Any asset you sell, if you get loss, that is enough if it is transferred to loss on sale of asset. So it is enough if you create only one GL account, loss on sale of asset account, for all the asset classes together. So we have to create these two GL accounts. So profit on sale of asset. Yeah, accumulated depreciation account also is a separate GL account, compulsory. It's a rule. Now, say profit on sale of asset, I'm taking as part of other income, same. So GL account is 3,101. Company code 3366. Here we can take 3,100 sale of asset account as template. Otherwise, you can create in the normal way. So click on with the template. GL account is 300,100. Company code 3366. Click on enter. Short text and long text is equal to profit on sale of asset. GL account long text is also profit on sale of asset account. Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group, change it to G001. Field status group is equal to G001. And look at the screen. Here, sort key also 018. In a year, you have sold 10 assets because the life is over. Then on 5 assets, you got the profit. So profit on sale of these 5 assets will be transferred to this GL account. In that case, what is the profit on each individual asset? Again, we are using sort key 018. Click on save. Now we have to create loss on sale of asset. 4,302. Loss on sale of asset I am taking as part of administration cost. So for the administration cost group, we have defined number ranges 4,300 to 4,399. So I am taking 4,300. I'm sorry, 4,302. Company code 3366. Click on with the template. GL account is equal to 3,101. Company code 3366. Click on enter. We have to change the account group. For 3,101, account group was other incomes, but for 4,302, account group should be administration cost. Account group is administration cost. Short text is equal to loss on sale of asset. Long text is also loss on sale of asset. Click on save. Now we have to create loss due to scrapping. What is the difference between loss on sale of asset and loss due to scrapping? For that, first you have to understand what is the difference between scrapping and sale. In the case of sale, we get some sale proceeds in return. But in the case of scrapping, we don't get any sale proceeds. Scrapping means, as on a particular date, you just click that stop using the asset. That is called scrapping. As in a particular date, you just take that stop using the asset. That is called scrapping. Means today we are scrapping one asset. What does it mean? We are transferring this asset. We are dismantling this asset. For example, take plant and machinery. We are dismantling this asset and that asset we are transferring to scrap warehouse. So as on today, we have some book value relating to this plant and machinery. And you have stopped using that plant and machinery today. When you are not using any asset, there should not be any value relating to that asset in your books of accounts. But today, there is $2,000 book value relating to that asset in the books of accounts. But you are not using this asset. So, the book value should be zero. And the book value of asset always shows debit balance. In order to cancel that, asset account is to be created. Then, the GL account to be debited is lost due to scrapping. It is the accounting principle to differentiate between loss on sale of asset and loss due to scrapping. That's why you have to create one GL account, loss due to scrapping. And it's not necessary to create a separate loss due to scrapping account for each asset class. Only one GL account is enough for all the asset classes together. Clear? So, I'm taking it as part of administration cost again. GL account is 4,303. Company code 3366. Click on with template. GL account is 4,302. Company code 3366. Click on enter. Short text and long text is equal to loss due to scrapping GL account long text is also loss due to scrapping. Click on save. Then finally you have to create depreciation. We have an account group depreciation, right? The defined numbering is 4,500 to 4,599. So I am taking 4,500. GL account is 4,500. Company code 3366. Click on with template. GL account is 4,302. Company code 3366. Click on with template. Click on enter. Short text and long text is equal to depreciation account. In your material, profit on sale of asset is there. It's a typing mistake, right? So please rectify this. Short text and long text is equal to depreciation. And account group is depreciation. Account group is depreciation. Click on save. So we have created 15 GL accounts for 6 asset classes. This is how we have to decide how many number of GL accounts you have to create even in the real time also. I hope the concept is clear to everybody. Then assignment of accounts for automatic postings. Means in every asset class, some business transactions take place. For example, you take buildings. In the buildings class, what are the business transactions that take place? Acquisition of buildings, sale of buildings. When you sell the building, you may get profit, you may get loss. And sometimes you may scrap the building. And you may transfer the building to another department or to another department, or means you transfer the building in another department. I'm sorry, right? You cannot transfer the building from one department to another department. We don't transfer the building. Okay. Then you calculate depreciation on the building, right? So these are the business transactions that take place in the buildings class. As a result, some accounting entries are to be posted in the general ledger, right? So how the system determines what are the GL accounts to be updated for these asset transactions? Similarly, you take plant and machinery. So in the plant and machinery class, you purchase the plant and machinery. Then what is the GL account to be updated? You may sell the plant and machinery. In that case, what is the GL account to be updated? When you sell the plant and machinery, you may get profit or you may get loss. In that case, what are the GL accounts to be updated? You may transfer one plant and machinery from one department to another department. In that case, what are the GL accounts to be updated? And you calculate depreciation on the plant and machinery. In that case, what are the GL accounts to be updated? So the system has to post accounting entries automatically. For that, we need to assign the GL accounts. That is called assignment of accounts for automatic postings, but that we will do in tomorrow's class. Akila, you have any questions? Anil? Okay. Gadi? See, in the case of sale of asset, you get some sales value in return. But in the case of scrapping, you don't get any sale value. Scrapping means as in a particular date, you just like that stop using the asset. Means you dismantle the asset and you transfer it to scrap warehouse. Later on, you may sell that scrapped plant and machinery along with the other scrap. In that case, you get some revenue, no? Then that revenue has to be transferred to sale of scrap account. What I mean to say here is, as on the day of scrapping, whatever the book value that is there in the books of accounts has to be transferred to loss due to scrapping. So the difference between scrapping and sale is, in the case of sale, you get some sale proceeds, but in the case of scrapping, you don't get any sale proceeds. That is the difference. Himasailaja, any questions? Khalid? Okay. Purushottam? Okay. Roni? Okay. Tafik, you said, I think you know. Okay, then see you tomorrow same time. Good night and good day.